Now at noon on this Wednesday, a day of historic weather and flooding. What a mess. A deluge of water falling overnight, now rising during the day. Flooding, a major problem in several communities like here in West Warwick and also in Providence. You can see behind me, we also saw ocean waves slamming the shoreline overnight into early this morning. Some wave heights offshore measuring 25 feet in height. Sheena Loshuto live in Johnston. Crews spending the morning there in rescue mode. Sheena.
Well, here we are again, Patrick. This is Belfield Drive here in Johnston. Once again, the river overflowing, causing really a pond here in this neighborhood, trapping residents who live there on the other side. Once again, the fire department is here standing by 24/7, really ready to rescue anyone who might need to get here to the other side, get to an appointment, go grocery shopping, anything like that. We've been here before. Once that water comes up here, it usually stays like this for days. Some residents told us that last time it took weeks for that water to come down. And earlier we actually met a man who came here. He drove through the water on his ATV, actually helping the fire department here really examine and dissect what exactly they'll be dealing with today.
With all the snow that we had, I kind of expected it to be a lot. Didn't really expect it to be like this, but I'm gonna make it to work for a while.
How does this impact you?
I mean, my truck is trapped on that side. I mean, having the police and fire department bring us across is great if we have a truck on the vehicle on the other side. Otherwise, we're just kind of trapped here. Running out of oil is kind of a scary thing too.
And this is not the only area dealing with water either. Look at this incredible video also in Johnston. This is an apartment complex on Park Street. Firefighters rescuing people and pets in knee-deep water, helping people both by foot and by boat. Residents, of course, would otherwise be trapped. Again, this is another live look here in Belfield Drive in Johnston, an area that often gets flooded. The town has opened up some shelters for people who are impacted and evacuated at this point. Of course, a lot to cover as usual after a significant flood like this here in Johnston. For now, reporting live in Johnston, I'm Sheena Loshuto, 12 News.
And our team coverage continues in West Warwick, live with 12 News reporter Jake Coulter. Jake, what's the latest there?
Well, Patrick, thankfully it has dried up now, but it was truly a sight to behold here on Knight Street just a little bit ago. Now the entire street looking more like a river than a road. That's partly because Lippet Brook, which runs right alongside the road here, it was overflowing to the point where it looked more like a whitewater rapids. Now the channel not being able to hold that much water as rain and snowmelt came rushing down the hill. That prompted West Warwick firefighters to begin evacuating people from their homes by boat and taking them to the Civic Center for shelter. Fire officials tell me a few dozen were evacuated here on Knight Street as well as down the road on Wesley and Vine Streets. Crews also cutting power to those streets as basements filled with water. Longtime West Warwick resident Annette Pinna lives on Main Street just down the road from here. Their homes and businesses are getting help from the fire department in pumping the water out of their basements. She says this is the worst flooding she's ever seen in this area and that the water was rushing so intensely that there were waves in her backyard.
I went to look in my basement to see if I got water, and I'm completely underwater. My whole life. Thing is, I can't get that.
Now Pinna has to wait for her electricity to get shut off before her basement can be pumped out since the water was up over the electric box. And again, just another quick look here at Knight Street. Thankfully, again, the water has come down on the street itself. They were actually cleaning it off a little bit because there was some debris and mud and muck that they've been cleaning off of this street now that it's dried out a bit. Obviously, some folks left with quite a bit of a mess as a result of all this flooding. For now, reporting live in West Warwick, Jake Coulter, 12 News.
Multiple streets in Providence had to be closed because of the flooding following all of that rain. This was the scene on Branch Avenue early this morning. A car getting stuck as that water level quickly rose. Down in Narragansett, next to the town beach, at high tide just after 6 o'clock this morning, the waves were massive, actually crashing over the seawall. A rare scene other than when we have tropical storms or hurricanes in the area. Roads flooded near Ocean Avenue, waves spilling over that seawall. Town officials told people obviously stay away from the area, but onlookers could not resist seeing it for themselves. Narragansett fire crews also responded to some transformers that blew out, cut power to more than 700 customers for a time.
It's unbelievable. I hope nobody's homes are damaged due to all the water and all that good jazz. But the wind, the storm surge, it's insane. They just had all these chairs over here, or benches actually fixed due to the last storm. And it's just, I mean, look at the power of it. It's out of control.